Now live to Tybee Island, Georgia from the WRAL StormTracker. Actually, you can see the model there tracking the storm as it heads up the coast. Adam Owens and photojournalist Jamie Munden started the day in Jacksonville, Florida. They're joining us now, working their way up the coast as the storm track heads towards South Carolina. We can see the wind blowing your jacket there, Adam. Get us up to speed on the weather conditions there in Tybee Island.
Yeah, the storm tracker has taken us to many different places. We've covered hundreds of miles today. This is the first time we've been able to get on a beach, and you're right, you can see these winds, very gusty winds at this point, kind of ripping at my jacket at this point. The area officials in the area believe that these gusts will get as high as around 50, 60 miles an hour, and it certainly feels like that. And it makes for some incredible imagery. We're going to spin around real quickly. Look how all of this wind is picking up this sand and then sliding it across the beach. It almost looks like smoke as you're looking through your television set, but I will promise you, if you're standing in it, it does not feel like smoke. We're basically getting sandblasted out here for the moment, but there are a few people coming out here taking this interesting phenomenon in and recording it on their cell phones and just getting a look at the ocean. And let's turn that way as well. You can see it is quite disorganized out there because all these waves are being pushed up by these winds we've been telling you about. You know, normally you come out to the beach and you'll see somewhat uniform lines of waves, but look how messy it is out there. Look how deep the white caps go, and it's just waves coming from all angles and crashing on top of one another. No mandatory evacuations for Tybee Island at this point, but the mayor says you still need to be careful. There could be the possibility that they experience a storm surge, or there's some flooding in some low-lying areas. As a matter of fact, driving onto the island from Savannah, where we were earlier, we could actually see some vehicles in just certain sections of the road that were parked on the side of the road, and then after a while you quickly realize that's the high side. People maybe living in lower areas don't want their cars to potentially get flooded, so they have moved them to these higher areas on the island. You people here who have lived here a while know how to do this thing. We want to show you some video. Again, as I mentioned, the storm tracker has helped us to cover hundreds of miles today, and we have a split screen here. Earlier today we were in Jacksonville, where a river was rising there. The St. Johns River was rising. There's concerns that there could be the possibility of a surge and flooding around that river, so they're watching those levels very closely, and particularly how the storm is timing along with the tides. And over there to the right, that is the visual of the clouds and how quickly they were moving in the sky as we were making our way over to Tybee Island. We also want to show you a graphic here, again, of the path that this storm is going to take. And folks in Savannah and here in Tybee feel a bit grateful to see it take this path. They have seen how bad this storm has treated people in Florida, particularly the southern areas of Florida. So to see that it pushed out a little bit into the ocean there and is basically going to skirt around them, almost taking a bypass is what it looks like. They feel they may get some lesser effects from the storm than they had anticipated. It also means, though, that the storm is expected to make landfall a little further north, so we will be putting some more miles on the storm tracker. But again, it's almost impossible, as beautiful as it is, to look at the wind and how it is carrying this sand. If you're in this environment, you really should have goggles on, but we didn't exactly expect to find this until right now. But get a look, Gerald, the wind really whipping out here when you don't have any buildings or any trees to block it. It's really ripping through here. Back to you.
Yeah, Adam, you have been heading up north from Florida, trying to stay a step ahead of the storm. How are you determining where your next stop is going to be? What are you guys planning?
You know what? We're paying close attention to Mike Mays and the rest of our weather team, and we're trying to get a good idea of where it may impact or where there could be a story developing because of how the storm is moving along the coast. But as you guys have been reporting for the last couple of days now, that path has been changing and changed just recently again and again. So we're having to calculate, then recalculate. We made a stop here in Savannah, in many ways thinking that it could be one of those places that was hit pretty hard, but it looks like that they might get a lesser bit of it. So we're playing it by ear. Back to you.
All right, well, you guys stay safe. Adam Owens reporting live from Tybee Island. Thank you.